there are polls, and then there's the official numbers as the Interior Minister continues to count the votes. Are the polls and the latest counts very different?
So it looks like in the past half hour we're seeing the numbers from the actual votes, the actual counts of the votes from the Interior Ministry showing that Emmanuel Macron could actually be leading 23.3% for Emmanuel Macron, followed by Marine Le Pen second with 22.7% of the actual votes counted by the ministry. At the moment, 74% of the votes have been counted. That represents about 36 million of French voters. So we are now seeing Emmanuel Macron surpassing Marine Le Pen, taking the lead in this first round, just like we were seeing with the polls earlier.
Yeah, Caroline, you've been covering this election right from the start. What would it take, and I'm not talking about, huge uncertainties, but is there any chance that Marine Le Pen would actually win? What would need to happen?
All the opinion polls we had before the first round showed that Emmanuel Macron would clearly take a big advantage against Marine Le Pen in the runoff. Macron probably taking more than 60% of the votes in the runoff. Marine Le Pen probably struggling to expand her base beyond 30%. And also I wanted to show you some interesting numbers from the big cities. Paris, for example. Paris, as I told you earlier, is voting very differently than the rest of the country. So if you take the numbers we're having, about half of the votes in Paris have now been counted, and this show that Macron had 35% of the votes in the French capital, Marine Le Pen less than 5%.